was working at Fleming's at the time. So I got the job. The day I started with Publix, the day I started with Truly Nolan Pest Control is the day I started my own company. I got me an appointment booked the first day I started with that company, and I was doing my side jobs. And I got on that job, I learned everything I needed to learn about how to start a business. I learned how they bill, I learned how they do their customer service, I learned how they did the referral program, I learned how they collect their money. I learned all of that stuff. And the reason why I'm saying that to you guys, so when you get on a job, whether it be on your business or you working for somebody, do the best that you can do and learn all you can learn, because it ain't so much about the money all the time. It's about what you take from that job. It's what you become when you're there. And what I have found over the years is the ones who start their own business is the ones who go and bust their butt on them people's jobs. And you will know, because you got people will be saying to you, well, we know you ain't gonna stay here long. Well, we know you ain't gonna be with the company long. Because people start noticing in you before you notice it. They start seeing in you, that you are better than what you are doing. And so I used to tell them, yeah, I'm just happy about what I'm doing now, and I just want to be the best that I can be right now. And I am, I'm serving. I'm a pest control tech. That's what I am. I am who I am. But later, I'm not going to be that. So I learned, like I said, I learned all I can learn on that job. I was the #1 selling technician in the company, and they got 33 countries. And I had braids in my hair, and I used to wear that cap on with the braids and my shirt out. And they wanted to know how I was able to be the #1 selling technician in the company, and 90-some% of their customers was white. They wanted to know how the heck I did it. I learned. I learned from them, and I told them I learned a lot from my mom, who I think is the best salesman that ever in my life. My mom taught me a lot. And so I used that, and I started making so much side money that I built up the route so big that I had to start giving it to other people, because I couldn't do the route. I built it up, I couldn't do it. So I had to give other people a raise. Because I was building up my route to give you a raise. I said, no, it's time. It's time for me to leave. It's time for me to go on my own. So I started making more on that side job than I did what they was paying me. When I got ready to go on vacation with my wife, I didn't care, because I raised that money on that side before. All my side money I raised right there on with their job. So what I'm trying to give you from that, whenever you start a job, it might not be what you want right now, but you can still straddle the fence. You can still start on what you're good at right now, because everybody's good at something. So whatever it is you're good at, whether it's cutting hair, whether it's doing lawns, you got a talent. You can start right there.
Amen.
One customer at a time.
Amen.
You don't have to try to be big way before your time. Just start small, get paid whatever you're getting paid now, because you know you're just passing through. That's all. So I want to tell you a little bit about the story. But it's about 3 things that I want to tell you that I think is important. I know you've been hearing a lot of different things from a lot of speakers, but I think these things are important for you where you are right now. I think if you want to start a business or you want to work for somebody, no matter, I think you should read a lot. Read. I don't care if you're not a speed reader, you can just read. If you want a business, if you want to start a business, read any book on business. I don't care what it is. Just start reading it, because those stories get in you and you become better, because your environment you in, sometimes it changes you. That's why you don't change, because when Willie C. go over all this good stuff he tell you, you all inspired and you all pumped up, then you go back into that environment and you do the same thing. That's why a lot of people get stuck in the same thing, because they're in the environment. But when you read and take you out of that environment, even though you're in there. So it gets in you. You can read articles, you can get small books, but read so many different books. I can tell you how much reading helped me. And I'm not a fast reader, but I read and it helped me so much. So that's one thing I would tell you to do, read. The second thing I would tell you to do is get a mentor. It's so important to have a mentor, because the mentor is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of money, and you're going to get what you want quicker if you listen to the mentor. There's one key point about a mentor. Don't just go and get fed and be getting fed all the time and never do nothing he or she tell you. That mentor is not going to be so happy with you because he's giving you too much of his time and energy. So at least go back to that mentor with something that you tried from what they're telling you. That's what a mentor loves. When you go back and you say, Willie C., listen, man, I don't understand what you told me. I tried this. I'm working on it. That's very important, a mentor to have. Another thing I would tell you is self-development. And what I mean by self-development is work on your attitude, work on your personality, work on that all the time. It takes you about 21 days, the experts say, for you to change with anything you're trying to change. So
Amen.
I would say, because a lot of times when you start business or anything you want to do, sometimes they don't even want what you're selling or even want what you're trying to do. But just because you're nice, your personality, it shows better than anybody else. They just give it to you just because of your attitude. Don't even want it, but they're just doing it because of you. You're a great person. So that's why self-development is so important. So you got reading, you got a mentor, and you got self-development. It is so important. Y'all got that? Yeah. And it was something else that I want. I want to tell you another little story before I end it, because I know Mary didn't want this to be dragged out. It was years and nobody had never ran a mile in under 4 minutes. Nobody. And then when one person did it, the other people saw it. They ran it in under 4 minutes, and now thousands of people have ran a mile in under 4 minutes, even high school kids, because they've seen it, that it had been done before, right? And the reason why I say that, because I wanted to show y'all some pictures that I got of me. When I was 18, I had a car. I graduated in June. I got a car before Christmas, December. I worked for it. Ain't nobody give me nothing. At 19, I got a picture of the apartment that I had. No help. This is at 19. So I had a car at 18. I had a place at 19. And guess what? I had 2 kids in high school. So it was designed for me to fail. But I didn't let that change me. I pressed through that. I was riding kids with drugs. I was raised in Cayuse City. I think one of you guys over there was from Cayuse City. I was raised right over there. I had one single parent, one house with just my mom. So I did it, you can do it. It may not be a car, or it may not be an apartment, it may be something else that you're striving for. But you can do it at your age, and you can do it without any help. You can do it on your own. And so with that, I just want to thank you guys for listening to me, and I hope you got something out of it. But I want you to look at these pictures of this 1980 Cutlass.